Right, so you guys stand up so you can come around and see. So once you've done the observation, we're going to look at range of movement. We're going to go through active range of movement. So they're lying with their feet off the edge of bed so you can be able to see. So like I'm about mid-Achilles. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. So you need to be able to see from this side. Don't look over the top because you can't see the range. So what I want you to do, Ben, is put your toes all the way down towards you. Right? Put your toes all the way down as far as you can go. Okay, what stops you from going further? Anything, there's no pain at all? No, is that just as far as you can go?
It's just as far as I can go.
Okay, right, so it's important that you don't just ask for pain. What stops you from taking any further? Because it could be stiffness, it could be tightness, it could be pain, it could be whatever. Then what you're going to do is put your toes all the way up to your shin as far as you can go. And again, you're standing from here, so you can actually see the range of motion. And again, you're having an assessment of which ankle is further than the other. And again, what stops you from taking it any further? Is that as far as you can go? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, and relax for me. Right, this time what we're then going to do is move into inversion and eversion. So this is a subtalar joint. So what I'd like you to now do is put your toes in to meet each other so as you fit in as far as you can go. Okay, what steps are you taking any further on there?
Nothing.
Nothing? So you're having a looking at range. Does one ankle appear stiffer than the other? We've got a bit more range on that one compared to the other. And take them all the way out as far as you can go. Any issues there?
Excuse me.
That's right?
Feels tight.
Feels tight. Okay, and relax. So we've done the active range of movement. Now what we're going to do is we're going to apply that passive overpressure. And it's really important when you apply the passive overpressure that you are close to the joint line. So once the hand's not here and one hand's not there, you are close to this. So what I'd like you to do, Ben, we're going to go with this one being our injured and that being our uninjured. We're going to put your toes down as far as you can go. You're going to go with the uninjured first. Then all I'm going to do, Ben, is I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure just to take it a little bit further. Any problems there? Feel okay?
Yeah.
Lovely. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go around to the other side and put your toes down again for me as far as you can go. And again. You alright there?
Yeah.
Didn't like that, did it?
No.
Okay. So that's plantar flexion. You're feeling that passive spring, so you must go to the end of range. This time what we're going to do, put your toes up as far as you can go. Place one hand on the shin, it's a little bit different. One hand on the heel, and you're going to apply, again, ankles are stiff, and you're going to apply that little bit of overpressure. Has it got that bit of passiveness? Is there stiffness? Ben is just stiff everywhere.
Nice to add something.
Lovely and relaxed.
Oh, we got that, mate.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to take it into inversion and eversion. So it's really important where you stand for it. So put your toes in as far as you can go. If I'm assessing, I'm going to go the injured and uninjured again. I must stand on the opposite side. So again, one hand above the bony point, one hand below, and I'm going to apply a little bit of movement in. So again, I'm feeling that overpressure. And relax, and the same with this one, move it in as far as you can go. And again, I'm applying a little bit of overpressure. So is there any pain? Is the joint allowing me to do it? And then again, take it outwards. And when you're doing eversion, you can stand on the same side. So again, you apply some eversion. Okay. Next, we're going to move into muscle tests. Now, when we're doing muscle tests, we're going to do it as plantar flexion, dorsiflexion, inversion and eversion. So you must know the muscles that relate to plantar flexion. So if I'm going to assess plantar flexion, I'm going to be looking at gastrocnemius and soleus. So what I'm going to do is put your toes down for me. Go with the uninjured. I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure to try and push you down. I'd just like you to resist that movement for me. Okay? Beautiful. Okay, lovely. And same with this one. Just resist me.
It's using PNF here, Kate.
No, it's just it's not PNF is a stretch, so it's just a strength. So you're assessing strength.
Okay.
Isometric strength.
Okay.
And put toes up towards your shin, so it's exactly the same movement. And then all you're going to do is just resist me from picking it up. Beautiful. And then all you're going to do is assess the strength of that joint, the muscles around it. Lovely. This time take it in for me. So we're looking at the muscles that invert. So the muscles that invert are tibialis posterior and tibialis anterior. And just to stop me from pushing it inwards.
So you're trying to turn this foot out?
Yes.
Okay.
just to apply that thing, apply that resistance. And again, this time what we're going to do is try and take them outwards and just resist me. So is there any weakness of the muscles? Can they isometrically hold the strength? Is there any pain? Is there any weakness? So that's your range of movements. We're next going to move into the palpation. So when you palpate, you need to palpate not just the ankle itself, but all the way up. So what we're going to start off with is this one we're going to go into next week, to show you. This is called the anterior border of the tibia, which runs here. So you are going to palpate it. It's a bony bit, and you might feel nice in it before. And then you're going to do one and then the other. Okay? You're then going to palpate down, and you're going to palpate the medial border. So if you put your thumb, that's the tibia, it's out there. Yeah? Yeah, it's going to be a bit, it's a bit uncomfortable. And on Ben it's right. Then what you're going to do is you're going to palpate. These are called the malleoli, so this is the tibia, so you're going to palpate all the way round. Remember, you must always do one then the other. So is there any pain on touch? And then palpate round on the outside. And then you want to palpate right underneath all the heads of the toes.
So is this just looking for feelings of pain when you're pressing?
Yeah, if there's any pain, if there's any tenderness, is it, you know, if you might feel any bumps or lumps or anything like that. Then you also want to palpate the muscles as well. So if you palpate on the outside, I'm hitting the perineals. Yeah? This is the tibialis anterior, so how does the tibialis anterior feel? Is it tight? Yeah? This is for the tibialis posterior in on here, so you need to be able to palpate those muscles. So how do they feel to be increasing in tightness? You still go quite deep, yeah. Okay. Definitely quite deep.
Yeah.
And then what you would do is you get them on their front. You'll go on your front for me, please. And then you need to palpate the calves. So come all the way down. So again, we're going to go with the... So just a Good. So, is there any tightness? Is there any pain or tightness on palpation of the Achilles? Right, if they're both tender and there's no pain, then this is normal for Ben. If one's sore or one's not, and this is a painful injury, then there's going to be a difference. Alright? So that's quite important as well. So once you've done the palpation, we are then going to move into some special tests. Now the special tests for the ankle, the first one is called the Thompson's test. Now I'll send you notes on this. The Thompson's test is for Achilles rupture. So which muscles do the Achilles move into?
Gastrocnemius.
Yeah, gastrocnemius and soleus. So the role of them is plantar flexion. So all we're going to do is squeeze the calf. And look what happens to the foot. What does the foot do?
Twitches.
Plantar flexes. Yeah? If you've ruptured your Achilles and you squeeze your calf, the calf won't move. It will stay completely still. The foot won't move. There'll be no plantar flexion. So that could be a positive test for an Achilles rupture. If that is the case and they felt a loud bang on impact and there's a gap and they're unable to walk and you've done the Thompson's test and there's no plantar flexion, they are straight down to A&E. They must go straight down to A&E.
Okay.
All right. So
They'd know, wouldn't they, if their Achilles is ruptured?
sometimes not.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, most of them do. But some of them don't go down to A&E. So this is the first one. Okay. The next special test is just for balance. So Ben, if you could stand up for me, please. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to check for balance. So has Ben got good balance on one leg to the other? So all I'm going to ask him to do is stand on one leg for me, on your right leg. Okay, and put your hands across your chest and close your eyes. Ideally, you should be able to hold that for at least 45 seconds. Okay, and then try the other one. So sometimes they might break quite a bit, and again, that's massively important because balance is really important for ankle sprains. So balance work's massively important. Anrex, and that is that for the ankle.
Cool.
All right. Do you want to have a go?